Why put such an extra amount of effort into a platform which basically is a glorified wizard versus individual efforts? I mean, obviously, you're more than a glorified wizard.
I like to think I'm a wizard.
But tell us, like, what's the difference between doing it yourself and using CyberArk?
For sure. Well, I mean, doing things on your own can be fine at a very small scale. It's just really when it gets to that scalability. And again, I brought up, we're no longer at the, even 5 to 10 accounts per employee can get pretty out of hand fast.
Yeah.
But now we're in the 50 to 60 accounts per employee. So, think of an average organization that may have 100, 200, 300, for a small to mid-sized organization. And obviously, when we get into the large enterprise, we're in the thousands of servers.
Yeah.
Well, now, yes, you can use user groups to assign those servers to different people, but those credentials will always exist. That root and that admin account will always be there. Right. So it always has to be managed and rotated, and make sure that if somebody, like I said, leaves the organization or if that credential is stolen, we need to make sure that credential itself is useless. Right. And that's just on the on-premise portion, right?
Right.
Think about cloud computing. I joke with customers all the time. It's no longer hey, are you moving to the cloud? It's what's your cloud migration strategy?
Right.
Because it's coming. It's not, there always might be some infrastructure to live on.
So I hear what I'm saying it back to you, but what I hear you saying is CyberArk automates those behaviors.
Correct.
CyberArk goes out and creates a pathway of legitimacy where you need to address these issues, and CyberArk is creating the kind of environment that not only helps you achieve that, but also somewhat kind of reminding you of the need to move in those particular areas.
Yeah, I mean, every company is going to have its own migration strategy, but we just make it manageable. Again, it's from the old way of having just a certain number of servers on-prem. It's now, we might spin up a couple, 1,000 instances in AWS or in Azure to do a project. Well, how do you manage those credentials?
Yeah.
How do you do that manually? You can't. It's just not scalable or feasible to do it without a solution that's taking over and managing those accounts.